Hey boys, welcome back to some more Rugby League Live 4 Fan Hub Edition, and this video we're not going to be having a look at a team and the players necessarily. We're going to be, as the title will suggest, going over the stat system, because it is completely changed from last game, which is a great thing. So for those that might not have known, pretty much last year they tried something new, and I don't, they tried something new, but it didn't work. The way the stat system worked was there was like 5, from memory, I've played the game so much I should know, but I think it was like 5 different things, or five main attributes, and then in those attributes there were, all different mini ones, but you couldn't actually upgrade individual stats. So what you found was, and it just didn't work in a rugby league game, because the problem was a player that was really quick also was really good at tackling. So it's just, you'd have like these halves and 5/8 who were very good, and they would tackle the big fellas. But the way it is now, they've gone back to how it should be, and individual stats that can be increased, decreased. So that means you can have like these halves and 5/8 and wingers and all that sort of stuff. You can be really quick, but not as good as defenders. So I'm going to show you guys, I haven't really looked through the stat system or like all this sort of stuff. So we're going to be having a look at all this right here. So we can actually go across here and allocate points individually, but what you'll see is there is a max limit to it. So as you see, their strength can only go up to 90, agility, fitness, acceleration, and sprint speed up to 99, and a couple of the other ones not the max either. Now that is determined by the position and also the perk. So if we muck around with this for a little bit, wingers should all be the same, centers can all be like that, but then we go 5/8. The strength went up. What else changed? But the sprint speed went down. Okay, so that's that right there. But then if we go through the perks, we can go speed. Okay, I'm not exactly, so this doesn't actually, okay, so if we go over and look at all this doesn't actually change the actually, let's go to like a prop. So a prop right here, let's go to like speed. Does that change? No. Okay, so the perks don't actually change the max. Maybe that's just on top of it. So let's say, I don't know if this is exactly how it'll work in game, but let's say we got a winger here, put his speed up to, is there a quick way to do this? Yeah, we can bump it up like that. So 99 right there, and he's got the speed perk. So the way I assume it would work, is if a player like this, John Smith, has 99 sprint speed, he comes up against another player with 99 sprint speed, they should be the exact same, right? But if this guy has the speed perk, I would imagine he might be a little bit quicker, or that sort of thing, which is good. But so yeah, the position obviously changes the max, which is fine. There might be the odd case where a 5/8 or a half might be, should be quicker, but as you see, like the halfback and 5/8, they can still get to 95 for the sprint speed. It's just that their strength is a little bit higher as well. So there's really not much different if you really want to customize a half or a 5/8 to be pretty much full speed, because you can get the acceleration and the agility way up there as well. So that's fine. If we look at the props now, strength can go up to 99. So yeah, it's pretty good the way they've done it. Like, it's not a big difference, because you can have a prop here with really good agility. He can have really good acceleration as well. It's just the sprint speed is not going to be nearly as high. So I think that's a good way to do it. If you really want to customize a prop to be quick, then you can do it. But obviously in game, it's not gonna really affect it. But there are a lot more stats than what I'm showing. As you see, there are primary, secondary, tertiary roles. Hopefully this has a better impact on the game. or, you know, players can actually play their different positions and stuff. It gives a good little paragraph there of what we got. Let's actually go through the perks, because there are quite a few different ones. So obviously the speed, this perk will provide a boost to your speed skill. Stamina boost, pretty straightforward. Contest, this perk will provide a boost to your contested collect skill. Now, I'm assuming that's sort of like under the highball, so, you know, you put this on your wingers, potentially? Or, I don't know if that would be like highballs and like grubbers as well, like picking the ball off the ground. But that's fairly interesting. Plays kicking, obviously your goal kicking stat. Or maybe just general kicking in general, maybe. Oh no, there we go. So plays kicking, obviously the goal kicking, and then in play kicking, your other general kicking needs. And then we got no perk. So yeah, that's that. I'm assuming you can only choose one perk, which I don't know. I sort of feel like they could have fleshed this out a little bit more if I'm gonna be overly, or if I'm gonna be a bit nitpicky here, because everyone gets on my case about being too excited for the game. But it would have been cool if you could actually, you know, the higher rated the player is, potentially they could unlock a second perk. So, you know, that would work well in Beer Pro as well, because, you know, let's say you get to a certain level, you can unlock your first perk, and then when you get to a higher up level, you can unlock a second perk, which, I don't know, I thought would be pretty cool. But, you know, it's only one perk, which might not be, it might work better this way, just because it means there's more variety and you have to actually make a choice. But we'll look at some other stats. Obviously we got strength, agility, fitness, acceleration, discipline, durability, sprint speed. Now, I don't know exactly, I'm not going to know exactly which ones are new. Obviously most of these were obviously in the last game. Discipline, I think, was in the last game. But we'll just have a quick read. High discipline attribute will reduce the chance of high tackles being caused. It'll also increase the chance of successful impact tackles and the ability to hit long passes. Okay, so that's interesting. That it also affects the long passes. It's a little strange. I'll be honest, I find that a little strange that it affects both. But yeah, you know, it sort of makes sense with the high tackles and stuff. Durability. So we got fitness and durability. So what's fitness? Reduce a player's stamina loss while playing a match. It'll also increase the chance of successful basic passes and side steps. So you will see there are like a couple of different skills it will, for most things it seems like. And durability, a higher durability attribute will reduce the chance of injury and injury length. Okay, so that's interesting. It will also improve the chance of successful drive and dive tackles and being able to successfully offload and use the dummy pass. Okay, interesting. And then we've got more skills. So grubber kick, punt kick, chip kick, bomb kick, field goal kick, place kick, drop kick, and kick for touch. So all fairly standard there. I think I'm just trying to read. It seems like there's more, but nah, I think they're all pretty similar. Passing skills, basic, long pass, offload. I don't know if these were split up in the last game. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like they weren't. I think it was just like a passing stat. So if they have been split up, I think that's a very good idea, because it'll mean like you can have a forward that has, you know, good basic pass. You know, a lot of forwards can do, you know, one off the ruck passes, but it'll be good because then you can have their long pass really low, so these, you know, front rowers can't just spin the ball to the other side of the field, which will make it a lot more realistic and better. Like, it's not going to be as easy to just spin it wide, which is good. And then we got the evasion skills, dummy pass, fend, sidestep, break, tackle, tackling skills. We got tackle, drive tackle. Okay, so yeah, that's the same as last game, just the driving tackle, the dive tackle, let's have a read through this one, because it is a bit different than last time. A higher dive tackle skill will increase the chance of successfully tackling an opponent when diving at them. This will also increase the ability to ankle tap an opponent if the tackle is missed. Okay, so the dive tackle is actually not just an ankle tap, which is shown in the video we've seen. It actually is still a tackle. I guess if you just time it correctly, you'll still tackle the player. It just, if you miss, you have a chance to ankle tap, which is good, I think. I'm a little bit, you know, we'll see how it is. Hopefully the diving tackle has been like nerfed a lot. The way they could nerf it very easily is just make it so if you do the diving tackle, it just takes the player a hell of a lot longer to actually fall over. So they get plenty of time to actually throw an offload. So if you want to spam the dive tackle, they can just offload it at will, which I think is a good idea. Impact tackle, obviously just a big hit. A high impact tackle skill will increase the chance of a successful impact tackle. Hitting this just right could cause the opponent to spill the ball. So that's awesome news. It seems like the regular tackles, they're not going to be chances to knock on, which I think is good, because it actually means the impact tackle has an impact on the game, right? It's not just for show, because if you could lose the ball from just a regular tackle, why would you bother doing an impact tackle, right? So, you know, hopefully that's balanced correctly. You know, it's going to be hard to balance. Like, I don't want it to be like no loss of ball, but also you don't want it to be too high where it's just constant knock-ons. But yeah, it's definitely seems better than last game already, just with that wording right there. And then we got, okay, so contested collect. What is this? A high contested collect skill will increase the chance of winning a contested collect. It doesn't explain. I thought it was going to explain what it was. I'm assuming it's just you know, catching a bomb, picking the ball off the ground. I'm assuming that's just what it is. Dive collect. The higher dive collect skill will increase the chance of a successful dive collect. Okay, so, you know, the ball's on the ground, you dive at it. Toe poke. Increase the accuracy and distance. And yeah, so that's the skills. The skills seem a lot deeper, and you actually, you know, you've got to actually put points into what you want. It's which is awesome, because it's gonna mean Beer Pro is a hell of a lot more engaging. You know, it's not just putting, you know, points into everything in Beer Pro. You actually have to make choices as to what you want to like spec into, which is very nice. Very nice indeed. So you can actually make your Beer Pro a goal kicker. You know, if you want him to be a quick fullback who goal kicks, you can do that. You know, he might just not be able to tackle or pass, but he could just run the ball and kick goals. So that is the skill system. I might actually quickly, let's just have a look at some plays and see what's not the skills but the perks they have. So seems like Thurston, he has place kicking, and see, this is where I sort of would have liked they could have 2, maybe even 3 perks for like the elite players, because I mean, Thurston, obviously, very good place kicker, but I mean, also, you could definitely put him with, you know, maybe not speed, not, you know, maybe not stamina, but place kicking and in-play kicking. I think Thurston should have probably both of those. Then we look at, oh god. Apparently I just made a custom player. It doesn't really matter, it's just, who cares? I'm not going to be playing on the PC anyway. Tamalolo, look at that. Look at the face, dude. Outstanding. But what is his? His is stamina. So, you know, I think most forwards will probably have the stamina perk, which should be good. Why does he keep making custom players? But yeah, that's the stats system in a nutshell. It's a hell of a lot better. I'm looking forward to actually, you know, playing through Beer Pro and, you know, speccing into different things, and it'll mean, you know, actually having a couple of series going will have its merit, because you can have a completely different player. So yeah, this video's gone on quite a while, discussing all the stats and all that sort of good stuff, and you know, some good stuff, good stuff. I'm very glad, you know, Big N acknowledged it from last game. They, like I said, they tried something new. People rightly didn't like it, and they acknowledged that it didn't work in a rugby league game, so they've gone back to the separate stat system, and it's nice and in depth. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like if you did, and I'll see you guys in the next one.